This is telling that Sunil is a young civil servant, okay, who is has a reputation of these values. He is competent. He's a man of integrity, dedication. Okay, then he's posted in a tribal dominated district where what is happening? Illegal sand mining is there. Okay, and who all people are involved in this illegal sand mining? Sand mafia is there, and he is working with the support of local functionaries and tribal musclemen, and office people are also included. Since Sunil is a person of integrity, so he is doing his duty. He has done all the groundwork and he is determined to stop this illegal mining. Okay. Now the mafia has turned hostile and he has started giving threats to his family. His family means wife and his old mother. And he has also given threat to Sunil that his fate will not be different than some of his predecessors. Means some civil servant has already been killed or slayed by that mafia. Okay, this is the main facts of the cases. Then what question has asked? Identify the different options available to Sunil in attending to this situation. We have to evaluate all the options. Then we have to tell what would be the most appropriate option for Sunil to adopt. Okay. Now I have written the answer of this case study. I'll show you what according to me should be the answer. It is open to your views and your additions. Is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So see, this is the answer for that case study. Okay, what have I written? That the present case depicts a civil servant's dilemma between personal as well as family's well-being and his duty due to the prevailing unholy nexus. Okay, now the dilemma is between his personal and his family's well-being. It is not at all about his values, because in the first line only it is said that he is very competent, he is a person of integrity in everything. So now he has to decide what should he do. Should he drive, or should he decide his decisions as per his personal or family's well-being, or it should be as per his duty. Okay, so according to me, the two things which are given, the main theme of the question is personal versus duty, personal well-being versus duty, and the unholy nexus. See, this is one way of writing stakeholders. Here I have written 7 stakeholders, as many stakeholders as possible. Sunil, facts of the question: he's a civil servant, wanted to work, and he is threatened. His values, then his family, wife and mother, under virtual surveillance by the mafia. Tribals, illegal sand mining is going on. Tribals are bribed and they are very scared of the mafia. Okay, what are the values or what are the issues which are involved here? Infringement of their rights. Then sand mafia, local functionaries, tribal muscleman, and the officials of Sunil's department are there. The unholy nexus is between them. I could have drawn this diagram in the intro also here, but it would be a repetition, so I have avoided that. So by this, I have depicted that there is an unholy nexus between these, leading to corruption, illegal and unethical use of public resources, exploitation is there. So you can use any of your formats to depict stakeholders and try to make that thing as informative as you can. So this is one way. Then the first and second, A and B part of the question has asked that what are the options available, and to critically evaluate those. Okay. So the options available to Sunil should help him in tackling the immediate issue of life threats along with his duty expectations. So what are the options available? Stopping the first option is that he should stop the raids, and thereby he should ignore the illegal mining. Okay. So what will be the merits and demerits? It is my way of writing that I write merits and demerits side by side. You can choose whatever format suits you. See, merits: no more life threats to himself and family, good relations with the colleagues, avoiding the situation of public chaos. You have to be as crisp as you can and underline your main keywords. What will be the demerit? There will be crisis of conscience. Why? Because he is a person of integrity. Second thing is, he will undermine public welfare. Why? The tribals, their welfare rights will be infringed. Third is, there will be environmental degradation. Why? Because illegal sand mining is going on. Then wrong precedence of corruption, because he has stopped raids, he has come under the influence of sand mafia, so the same precedence will be set for other officials also. Okay, now the second option can be, he can ask for transfer to his senior officials. Similarly, as we have written in the first option, we can write merits and demerits here also. Asking for transfer will ensure his family's and own life safety and security. What else? There will be no more ethical dilemma, and there will be local status quo, means there won't be any public chaos. And what will be demerits? It will imply that indirect support has been provided to illegal mining. So what will that illegal that sand mafia will see? That any person which will come, who will come, just will get or ask for the transfer. So it is an indirect support for illegal mining. Other things will be, it will be against the bureaucratic maxim of public service. He will face cognitive dissonance. Then chances of strengthening the unholy nexus will be there. Third thing is, he should follow his duty to clean up the illegal sand mining operations. What will be the merits? Social trust, good precedence, no crisis of conscience, fulfilling duty. Demerits: personal well-being, family, chances of mental agony and torture to his family will be there. Then tarnish image of local administration and public officials. Why? Because that unholy nexus will be exposed. So this was the thing which I was telling you, that write keywords and try to underline those keywords. Then the third question was, what would be the most appropriate option for Sunil? So it is, as per the expectations of a responsible civil servant, as per second ARC, the most appropriate option for Sunil is the third one. This one, following the duty, along with the following add-ons. So it is like, I have chosen the third options, but along with third options, he has to do some more things. What will be those things? First, he has to ask either for security or safe house for his family. So in bracket, I am writing duty towards his family. Okay. Report higher officials about the corrupt officials and local functionaries. Talk with local representative, that is Gram Sabha, about their rights. In bracket, 73rd Amendment Act. Why have I written this option? If you have read that case study, it is written that tribals are bribed and are forced to get involved into this illegal sand mining. So if we will be talking with the local representative who will be there, Gram Sabha will be there, about their rights, and who has given this Gram Sabha a status. 73rd Amendment Act was there. So if you write these things like Gram Sabha, 73rd Amendment Act, duty towards family, it will be like you are not just giving your options. You know some things, you know the backup of the thing or the context of the thing. Why are you or how are you allowed to do these things? Now, justification for the option 3. Public service is the prime duty of administration, Kant's deontology. As I have told you, that wherever possible, try to back your argument with the philosopher or any example. Okay, for a civil servant, public welfare is much more important or holds much more value than the personal well-being. Courage is one of Plato's cardinal virtue. This would ensure justice by protecting rights of tribals. Legacy of brave officers like IPS Narendra Kumar, Satyendranath Dubey, etc. will be upheld. So these are the justifications from my side for the third option. See, this is the thing, that whatever you have read in section A, you will be using all those things in section B, in case study section. Now, how will you conclude? How have I concluded this? It is like, courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently by this person. I've written the source also. So this is one way of writing case studies. You can choose whatever way suits you. So this was the case study. The same thing you can follow in other case studies also. We have to practice a lot case study if we want to maintain both the quality and speed also in exam. Okay, so this was all which I wanted to tell you for GS4. Now coming to essay. See, in essay, there are two types of topics which are coming nowadays. One is static topic, one is philosophical topic. Static topic is mostly easy to tackle, like if some topic on women, education, or some IR topic comes, because mostly we read the stuff about it in our GS paper. The topic in which people feel difficulties, philosophical topics. And in this year, in 2021, all the topics, section A, section B, were philosophical topics. So we'll be talking something about philosophical topics. What are the essentials for these types of essay questions? Is like, first thing is like, we should have a clear understanding of the topic. If we are not having a clear understanding of the topic, a larger dip in our marks will be visible. Like if someone is getting marks in like 110, 111 or 80s, like it is like that person has wrongly or misinterpreted the topic. So first thing is very important, that we should know what does that topic mean. For it, it is like, don't just don't just go for the other or revolutionary things in the essay paper. Just go with that topic uh, for which you are very well comfortable. If that topic is very general, also go with that topic only, because you should be able to generate ideas for that. So first thing is, we should very clearly understand the topic. Second is, we have to maintain the flow of essay. Flow of essay means, uh, we have to arrange our ideas beforehand. Means before writing that essay, we should, everything should be very clear, that after this thing I'll write this, after this thing I'll write this. You should not do like, if after writing 2 3 pages I'm coming like, this idea is also important, and then again I am putting that idea in between. No, no, this should be, flow of the essay should be very seamless. While reading the essay, it should be very smooth reading. And what you can do, like one thing which I have also done, that after writing a essay, just try to give a topic to each of your para. If you are able to give a topic to each your para, and you are saying and you are seeing that the topic which you have given to that para is not repeated, that means you are going correct. All your ideas are very synchronized, and you are not doing repetitions. Third thing is, essay should be analytical. Means your essay should not be driven with examples only. Suppose a topic is there, like any topic we can choose, anything we can choose. It shouldn't be with like, it is always driven with examples. Politically this thing is there, economically this thing is there, technologically this thing. No, no, our essay should be driven with arguments. Analysis should be there. For example, why is this thing happening? How is this thing there? Is it correct, actually correct? Are there any alternatives, or what are the solutions? We should ask these things in the question. Fourth thing is, with every argument we can give examples. Means examples should not be the center stage, argument should be the center stage, and we can substantiate every argument with the examples. Next thing is, how should be the structure of essay. Essay should be broken into three major parts: intro, body, and conclusion. Intro, either if you are very comfortable in writing an anecdote, it is very good. A story, okay. Any excerpt from any movie or any book, very good. Or either we can start any of our essay with a quote, or simply by just explaining what does that quote mean. Second thing is body. Body should contain two parts. First thing is like, you should explain the topic, what does the topic mean. Second is analysis part. Analysis means what I have told you, that why is this thing happening, how is this thing happening, is it there, or what are the solutions for this. Then comes the conclusion part. Conclusion should have two things: penultimate conclusion and ultimate conclusion. In penultimate conclusion, we should write the solutions or way forward, which we write in GS answer also. So it should be solutions or way forward. And in last, ultimate conclusion should means the essay should end on a high note. You can either write a poem or quote, or any visionary approach should be given. This must be sounding very mechanical to you, but it won't be possible unless and until we'll write an essay. So just try to write an essay and just try to incorporate these points. So, and the most important thing is in essays brainstorming. The more brainstorming, the more effort you will be putting in brainstorming your essay, the more smoothness or more easiness or more flow will be visible in your essay. So just try to brainstorm as much as you can. Very first, give 5 minutes or 10 minutes very calmly in just choosing the topic. After choosing the topic, just give 20 to 25 minutes in brainstorming. Just brainstorm very extensively, then arrange those ideas and then write those ideas on your answer copy. So these are the things from my side. Now, if you want to have any doubt, we can just take those doubts.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ma'am, how many pages do we need to write an essay? How many
Essay?
pages?
Yeah, I think 11 pages are given for an essay.
So, we will be, at the end of the preparation, can we write that 11 pages without repeating the topic again and again? And is it possible, or do we need to refer any extra books or something to
No,
do
no,
this essay
no,
paper?
no need to refer extra books. Whatever you have read in your GS subjects or essay or ethics subjects, you can just write those things. And repeating the topic, what I meant was not to repeat your arguments. It's like first you have written an argument, then after 2 pages also you are writing the same argument. No, it is not advisable. But you should again and again repeat the terms of your topics, just to be in touch with, means you should also be in touch with the, like, what is the topic. You should not loiter in third or fourth page that what was the topic. I have written apart from the topic, or I have driven away from the topic. Okay, just don't do that. And it won't be there that you are supposed to consult any extra book or anything.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. And then when should we start writing our essay? Before the just to start it just before the mains examination, or from the initial stage, or when should we start writing the essay?
Means if you have prepared a particular amount, or if you have just read some things, if you are comfortable in writing essay, it's very good. If you are writing before your mains, like, there should be scope of improvement now. If you'll write beforehand, before this much time, then if there'll be any feedbacks, you can just incorporate those feedbacks into your essay. So it's good that if you are writing before your mains.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask that in mains answer writing for economy, we should prefer writing a large number of points and short points, or we should prefer writing a less number of points but elaborate them.
See, according to me, every point doesn't need elaboration, and every crisp point is not understandable for the evaluator also. So you have to fulfill the demand of the questions, and you have to increase your points unless and until you are writing very good points or throwing some data also very nicely. Otherwise, you should maximize your points. Okay, Rajat has asked that what are the relevant topics we should prepare for GS3 Science and Tech and Environment. For GS3 Science and Tech and Environment, first thing is that just refer to the previous year questions. What are the themes which are coming? When you will just refer to the themes, then you'll see that the very broader topics are there. For example, stem cell therapy is there, or climate change type of things are there, or glacier melting things. These type of topics are very important. And whatever current affair, these two topics are very largely based on current affairs only. So whatever material you will be reading for current affairs, you can refer those things for here. And don't bother about the questions like this time 2021 questions came like S400 and that LED, some Nobel Prize was there. These are bouncer questions. Marks are never decided on the bouncer questions. Marks are always decided on the questions which everybody knows. Everybody is reading the same source. Everybody is reading the same newspaper. So everybody will be knowing the same things. Yeah, air pollutant questions also. Okay, Vaishali has asked about botany optional paper 2. See, botany optional paper 2 is applied topics are given, like biotech is given, genetics is given. So if you are doing for, what have I followed is like, whenever answering any question for paper 2, just try to draw as many short or small diagrams as you can. Just try to show the things, like any technique has been asked or any process has been asked, just try to show those things in flow charts. Yes, sometimes some intricate questions are asked in paper 2. Just prepare model answer for those. See, you are not supposed to focus on those questions which have come once in 10 years. Just focus on the themes which are regularly repeating in the papers. So if you are very well concerned for those intricate questions, just prepare model answer for that. If you'll just take a topic, like if you have chosen genetics, and just write all the 20 or 30 questions which have been asked since 13 or 14, 2013 or 14, just try to make model answers. After writing 5 or 6 questions only, you'll come to know that many themes are repeating. You are again and again writing the same answers. So these are my views for paper 2 of botany optional. See, botany optional is a very technical optional. Either you know, if you know, you know, if you don't, you don't. Simple logic is there. The answer writing is simply like what has been asked. When you are writing an answer in any GS paper or in any optional, just think that you have what will you like when you will be evaluating a student's answer copy. So whatever things will attract you, for example, your answer copy should be clean, everything should be substantiated with examples, diagram should also be there, and diagram should be very neat and clean. Like nitrogen fixation topic is there, and every time a question is asked on that topic, so you should prepare a very well and very informative diagram on that question. So you can do these things in answer writing. Shikha has asked how much time you used to devote for optional before prelims and after prelims. It depends. Means like when 3 to 4 months are left for prelims, then you have to devote your major time for pre only. Before that, you can just read that. As many revisions you can give to the optional, it's very important, because it is every optional is very huge optional, very vast. So the main thing which helps you at that moment is how much you can recall. So after pre-mains, for giving mains, we have to dedicate large amount, because optional is either will help you in making your rank. There are many people who are getting very good marks in GS but getting very low in optional. That has stopped them from getting rank. So you have to give appreciable amount of time for optional. Okay, Hemant has asked about essay. These are not lines, these are like 1.5 pages for introduction. Similarly, 2 pages for conclusion, and rest of the pages for body. Okay, among 4 GS papers, which is the toughest and which was the easiest? Okay, if you have learned how the art of answer writing, every paper will be same. Just because nowadays not so much marks are awarded for GS3, that is why it seems tough, but it is not actually tough. The means some things are very specific for each and every paper. For example, for paper 4, the things which matter is speed and the way of your answer writing and the understanding. Some things are very common for all the questions. If you have developed how to answer, how to recognize the demand of the questions, you will feel that you are able to answer every question. So just don't take these papers apart. Like in first session also, I have told you that in GS paper 1, there were questions like gig economy and cryptocurrency, which were supposed to be asked in GS 3. So nowadays, the line is very thin between the papers. The question which has been asked, but your answer should be very specific to that paper. So some things are very specific for each paper, but some things are common for all the paper. Which is the most focused area in Botany Optional? Just see the previous year questions and just see that from which topics the maximum question has been asked. Then you'll yourself know the focus areas, and you can just give or allocate the time as per those repetitions of the themes. How was your current affairs preparations? Were you able to make notes of current affairs on depending on compilations? No. It is not possible to make notes of everything. It's just like whenever you are reading any current affair, just mark things according to your need. One thing is like you won't be able to recall everything during exam. So whenever I used to read any current affair, I used to just mark the important things. For example, if any article is given or any Supreme Court judgment is given or any important argument or any important term is there, so I used to just mark those, and before exam just go through all the pages and the highlighted things. So no, it is not needed, and it will be very time consuming also if you will make notes of every current affair. Which book is best for UPSC GS4? Uh, I have attended some lectures of some faculty. I have not followed any book for that. It's just from any book, if you can just have a basic idea what is integrity, what are Nolan principles, what is probity, what are these things, what are the recommendations of second year, it is enough. Just go through these basic things, then try to incorporate whatever you have learned in your answers. Book list for botany. Actually, I have a background in botany. I have done masters in botany. So I had some notes of there also, and I had taken coaching also of botany. So those notes only I referred. Rest I made for myself. Mains, and how was my mains writing practice? See, it is very important to write answers. Very, very important. It doesn't matter if you know the content or not. The main focus should not be content. Why? Because if someone will give you books, 4 books also, and will tell you to write a good answer, it is not always the chance that you will be able to write good answers. So what is important is understanding the questions. For understanding the questions, you have to write as many answers as you can. Or if you are not even able to write the answers, just try to make a mental map. What will you write? What will you address? What has the question asked? Okay, people, you are having doubt that how to simultaneously prepare botany with GS. Like, you can do one thing, just prepare your list, like till December or January you have to complete your optional, and just take a topic one hand. Like if you have just taken the topic of gymnosperms, just see what are the previous year questions, and just try to first tackle those previous year questions and the repeated theme. Means first you have to tackle what are the high yielding areas. Just try to write model answers for that, because in botany is a very technical subject. Whatever model answers you'll write, these will act as your notes only for your mains exam. Okay, notes making strategy. Notes, first you have to just be practical in your approach. It is like you won't be able to recall everything in the last. So when you are making notes, just try to make the basic note. For example, if you are preparing notes on urbanization, just write a simple data. What is urbanizations? What are the issues of urbanizations? What steps government has already taken? What suggestions you can give? Just like this, very, very crisp and very short note, basic notes. While writing answers, what extent grammar will matter? The extent to which you are able to convey what you are trying to say to the examiner, it doesn't matter. Unless you are doing something like you are not able to convey what you are trying to see. There has been many toppers. This time also there is a topper who has said that he was not very well, or very well in the communication. He was not that good in grammar also, and it is very well visible also in his answer copies that he was not very good in grammar. Still he got very good rank and very good GS marks. So if you are able to convey the correct things, then it doesn't matter. Okay, thank you very much. I hope that these things will help you a bit, and all the best. And thank you. I want to thank Gallant IAS also, Justin sir also. Thank you.